name is Noel Smith, and today I'm going to be talking about the gun control movement. Some of the shootings and most known victims of gun violence is Virginia Tech, Sandy Hook Elementary, Stoneman Douglas High School, Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown Jr., and many more. It feels like every time there's a shooting, we say thoughts and prayers, and then all the lives that are taken are too quickly forgotten. Although thoughts and prayers are good, we need policy and change. Today I want to make a change, but I can't do it by myself. It starts with us. We have relied on our government to make a change, but sadly, not everything we need is getting done. So as the young people of today, we need to work together to make this change. First, let's get started with the facts. Americans own 120.5 guns per 100 people, or 393,347,000 guns. This is the highest total in per capita in the world. Gun violence in America is so common that we grow distant from it, and when another one pops up on TV, it doesn't faze most of us. According to CNN, the biggest mass shooting in modern history is the Harvest Musical Festival shooting in 2017, killing 58 people and injuring over 500 people. 96 Americans are killed every day by guns, and hundreds more are shot and injured. Students across the world go to school with a very real fear of an active shooter on campus. And like this girl's sign says, fear has no place in school. Students should not have to worry about a careless human being shooting them or their friends. This is why we need to make a change and make that change now. One of the common misconceptions of the gun control movement is taking away guns completely. This is not true at all. Although that would be nice, it wouldn't work in our society. The mission for this movement is to fight for comprehensive gun safety at the local, state, and federal level. Now, we can't just say we want less guns or stop killing people. No, I wish it was that easy. But in order to make a change, there are steps we have to take. The first step is stronger background checks. Stronger background check laws is the first step we need to take to get guns out of the hands of dangerous people. To get a gun in America, there are steps you have to take. Bear with me, there's a lot of steps. First, you pass an instant background check, then you buy the gun. Yeah, I know. And in Washington State, gun sellers have the right to sell a gun after 10 days if the background check has not yet come out the resolution. This is not acceptable at all. The next step is raising the age to buy guns. Months after Nicholas True's 18th birthday, he went to the gun store, but there were limits on what he could buy. However, there weren't any limits on rifles, shotguns, or the AR-15 he used to carry out the deadliest school shooting in 5 years. The shooting created a debate over what the age for purchasing a gun should be. The federal law requires someone to be 21 in order to buy a handgun. However, if you're 18, you can buy the same gun from a seller who doesn't have a license. Therefore, that person that doesn't have the license doesn't have to carry out a background check. According to a CBS News article, in most places you can be 18 and buy a long gun. You can be at least 14, yes 14 years old, to buy a rifle. In my opinion, the age to buy any gun should be 21 years old. Buying a gun when you're 14 is completely unreasonable and unhealthy. Third is the bump stock ban. Bump stocks is a gun attachment that increases the rate of fire to resemble an automatic weapon. Bump stocks allow a weapon to fire at the rate of a machine gun. With the use of bump stocks allows you to fire 800 rounds a minute. The National Rifle Association announced that they would support tighter restrictions on bump stocks. However, we don't need tighter restrictions, we need them banned. There's no time that you actually need bump stocks to shoot anything other than targeting human beings. Bump stocks are not needed and unnecessary. As of this Wednesday, the Trump administration is in the process of creating a ban on bump stocks. Now, like I said earlier, it starts with us. Now, I know what you're thinking, why should I care? Why does it matter to me? It matters because it could happen to any of us. Those 17 innocent victims that died at Stoneman Douglas High School probably never thought anything about school shootings, and probably never thought it would happen to them. But it did. Sadly, now their voices aren't heard, but with us we can make their voices and stories heard. Like I said earlier, a shooting could happen anywhere at any time. After the Stoneman Douglas High School shooting, March Our Lives Wilmington held a march that was very successful, with a turnout of about 3,000 people. If you're interested in helping this movement, you can text @MFOLIOM to 81010 to get reminders about marches, what's going politically, and other valuable information. Thank you for listening.